Empowering narratives. Journey through the feminist movement, 1960s-Present. The feminist movement of the 1960s to the present is a multifaceted and ongoing social, political, and cultural phenomenon that seeks to address and rectify gender-based inequalities. While the roots of feminism can be traced back to earlier periods in history, the 1960s marked a significant resurgence and expansion of the movement. Second wave feminism, 1960s-1980s. Goals. The second wave of feminism focused on a wide range of issues, including reproductive rights, workplace discrimination, and the overall status of women in society. It aimed to challenge traditional gender roles and stereotypes. Key issues. Reproductive rights. The movement fought for access to contraception and abortion rights. Equal pay. Advocacy for equal work. Sexual liberation. Challenging societal norms around sexuality and promoting sexual freedom. Legal reforms. Pushing for legal changes to address gender-based discrimination. Notable moments. The publication of Betty Friedan's The Feminine Mystique, in 1963, which is often credited with sparking the second wave. The formation of the National Organization for Women, now, in 1966, advocating for women's rights. Third wave feminism, 1990s-early 2000s. Characteristics. This phase of feminism embraced diversity and sought to address the critiques of the second wave. It focused on issues of intersectionality, recognizing that women's experiences vary based on factors such as race, class, and sexual orientation. Key issues. Intersectionality. Understanding and addressing the interconnected nature of various forms of oppression. Media representation. Critiquing and challenging gender stereotypes in the media. Sex-positive feminism. Embracing sexual diversity and choice. Notable elements. Increased focus on cultural and symbolic issues, such as language and media representation. Embracing a more inclusive approach that recognizes the experiences of women from different backgrounds. Fourth wave feminism, 2010s-Present. Characteristics. The fourth wave builds on the achievements of the previous waves, leveraging technology and social media for activism. It is characterized by a strong emphasis on individual agency and a global perspective on feminism. Key issues. Online activism. Social media platforms are crucial for organizing and raising awareness about feminist issues. #MeToo movement. A global movement against sexual harassment and assault, highlighting the prevalence of such issues. Trans-inclusive feminism. Emphasizing inclusivity and recognizing the rights and experiences of transgender individuals. Notable moments. The #MeToo movement gained prominence in 2017, with survivors sharing their experiences and holding perpetrators accountable. Ongoing challenges and debates. Gender pay gap. Disparities in earnings between men and women persist. Reproductive rights. Ongoing debates about access to contraception and abortion. Violence against women. Efforts to address domestic violence, sexual assault, and harassment continue. The feminist movement has made significant strides in challenging gender norms and advocating for women's rights. However, challenges persist, and the movement continues to evolve in response to societal changes and emerging issues. Embark on an insightful exploration of the feminist movement, 1960s-Present, through an engaging Q&A session. Join us as we delve into the transformative journey of a social and cultural evolution that has reshaped the landscape of gender equality. In a series of questions and answers, together, we will navigate the milestones, challenges, and triumphs that characterize this pivotal chapter in the ongoing history of the feminist struggle. Join the conversation as we analyze the strategic maneuvers of activism, examine the intersectionality that shapes its narrative, and appreciate the enduring impact that has fundamentally altered the trajectory of societal norms and expectations since the 1960s. Why did the feminist movement gain momentum in the 1960s? The feminist movement gained momentum in the 1960s as a response to widespread gender inequality, social expectations, and limitations on women's rights. Influential factors included changing societal attitudes and the inspiration drawn from other civil rights movements. Where did the second wave of feminism primarily unfold in the 1960s and 1970s? The second wave of feminism unfolded primarily in Western countries, with notable activism in the United States, Europe, and Australia. Urban centers and academic institutions were key locations for feminist organizing and discourse. When did the third wave of feminism emerge, and what characterized this period? The third wave of feminism emerged in the 1990s, characterized by a focus on diversity, individual agency, and addressing the intersectionality of various forms of oppression. It responded to critiques of the second wave and embraced a more inclusive approach. Who were some key figures in the feminist movement during the 1960s and 1970s? Key figures in the feminist movement during the 1960s and 1970s included Betty Friedan, author of The Feminine Mystique, and activists like Gloria Steinem, Shirley Chisholm, and Simone de Beauvoir. These individuals played instrumental roles in shaping feminist discourse and advocacy. How did the feminist movement utilize media and culture to challenge stereotypes? The feminist movement utilized media and cultural platforms to challenge stereotypes by promoting alternative narratives, critiquing traditional gender roles in literature, film, and advertising, and advocating for more diverse and empowering representations of women. What is the significance of the #MeToo movement, and how did it start? The #MeToo movement is significant for its global impact in raising awareness about sexual harassment and assault. It started in 2017 when individuals, inspired by the phrase coined by Tarana Burke, began sharing their experiences on social media, leading to a widespread call for accountability and change. Why is intersectionality a key focus of the feminist movement in the 21st century? Intersectionality is a key focus of the feminist movement in the 21st century because it acknowledges and addresses the interconnected nature of various oppressions, including those based on race, class, gender identity, and sexual orientation, fostering a more inclusive and nuanced approach to advocacy. What ongoing challenges does the feminist movement face in addressing workplace inequality? The feminist movement faces ongoing challenges in addressing workplace inequality, including the persistence of the gender pay gap, lack of representation in leadership roles, and discriminatory practices. Activism continues to push for legislative changes and cultural shifts to achieve workplace equity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the dynamic history of the feminist movement from the 1960s to the present. We've explored the why, where, when, who, how, and what of this transformative social and cultural evolution. As we reflect on the achievements, challenges, and ongoing efforts in the pursuit of gender equality, let's continue the conversation, champion inclusivity, and work together to shape a future where equality is a reality for all. Stay engaged, stay informed, and be a part of the ongoing narrative of progress. Until next time, thank you for being part of this exploration into the ongoing story of feminism.